Che mamari nina. Tura la ba. Kofana. Lana. Tula.
If you're like me, you've likely been hooked by all the Taylor Sheridan shows, right? I have some breaking news for you. The controversial creator of the epic Yellowstone franchise is taking on one of the most important and impactful historical stories out there. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Empire of the Summer Moon. If you didn't know, this is an award-winning book about Quanah Parker, who was the last great Comanche chief, and his mother, Cynthia Ann Parker, who was a white woman who was kidnapped as a child and then fully embraced the Comanche way of life. I know it sounds like a movie rather than the real life, and guess what? It now truly becomes a movie, so let's talk about it. Back in October 2024, Taylor's production company Bosque Ranch secured the rights to adapt this legendary book after a reportedly intense bidding war. Now, you may question, why would Taylor fight so hard for a brand new Western project while he has a dozen shows at his hands that are waiting to be completed? And I'm not blaming you for that, but to Taylor's credit, I have to admit that this isn't just any story. In fact, Empire of the Summer Moon is considered one of the most influential books on Native American history. It's a tough read for sure, but it's one of those books that sticks with you. If you've read it, you already know just how much of a gut punch it is. Please let me know in the comments what your experience was like when reading it. Well, according to the author of the book, S.C. Gwynn, Taylor is the best man for the job, and he's happy to see his book turning something else in his hands. He said, "I can't think of anyone better qualified to bring Empire of the Summer Moon to the screen than Taylor Sheridan. He has a deep and nuanced understanding of both the myth and reality of the Old West." Well, it is no secret that I'm very critical of Taylor on this channel, but I think I get what the author means. Like, which one of you can deny that Taylor's work shines bright in historical settings? Can we forget how amazing 1883 was? I'm still getting emotional thinking about that entire miniseries. So yes, even though I've been repeatedly disappointed by Taylor's work over the past months, I believe he can do wonders if he really puts himself out there. But let me know what you think of him as a writer. Do you think he's the right man for the job? Now, I know Taylor is infamous for starting a project and then completely sidelining it, but for Empire of the Summer Moon specifically, I feel like this won't be the case. In fact, I predict Taylor will care more about this project than anything else in his life. Here's the thing. For Taylor, this project is more than just another job. In fact, it's deeply personal. Let me explain. His connection to the Four Sixes Ranch is what makes Empire of the Summer Moon resonate with him on a whole different level. If you didn't know, Quanah Parker has a special history with the Four Sixes Ranch. In 1870, Quanah told Burke Burnett, the ranch's founder, exactly where to build it, even marking the spot by killing a deer. If you thought about 1883's ending, where the Native American tribe gave the land to the Duttons, yes, it is basically the same story. And yes, Taylor got his inspiration for 1883 from this real-life story. As far as we know, to this day, the antlers from that kill hang over the fireplace in the main room of the ranch. As many of you know, Taylor now owns the Four Sixes, and you can tell how much the story means to him. Like, is it just me, or is making this adaptation feel like a full circle moment in his journey as a Western storyteller? So, what are Taylor's plans for this book? Honestly, I'm just as curious as you are. Unfortunately, he hasn't revealed anything concrete yet. We know that the scope of the book is enormous, and to me, it feels like trying to condense it into a single movie might not do it justice. Like, it needs to be at least 3 hours long, and I doubt the target audience would like that idea. Of course, a movie franchise is always an option, but we've seen how those can flop. Like, do I need to remind you guys of Kevin Costner's Horizon disaster? Taylor might also make an agreement with a streaming platform and come up with a TV series just like Yellowstone, but a part of me feels like he lost his passion for TV over the past couple of years. But as always, feel free to fight me in the comments. That said, I think it is important to acknowledge that there are concerns about how Taylor has handled Native American history in the past. Yellowstone's portrayal of Native characters, for example, has been criticized widely. I think we all remember the actress Lily Gladstone, who starred in Killers of the Flower Moon, calling it delusional last year. Naturally, this adds an extra layer of pressure on Taylor to get this right. His past writing choices also have raised eyebrows, especially in the final season of Yellowstone, so it's understandable why some of us might feel skeptical. I still want to believe in him despite everything, but let me know if you have lost hope in him already. Right now, Empire of the Summer Moon is still in the early stages of development. There is no official information on the release date, but it is expected to have a 2025 production timeline, with the movie potentially releasing in mid to late 2026 in the US. To see what will happen in another Yellowstone prequel series, 1944, watch this video.